1,000 years ago, when Arana was young but not innocent, the first age of man came to an end by the meeting of a sword and a shield. The sword of Zaramoth the Unmaker, powered by a subterranean river of magic, had ruled the age by unquestioned force, until the shield of Azunai the Defender became the sword's only rival in power. They were destined to meet on the field that would forever be known as the Plain of Tears. Zaramoth commanded control of the power. Azunai longed to disperse it. Both zealots could not win. But unbeknownst to either warrior, the sword and shield had destinies of their own. The sword shattered the shield and sparked the great cataclysm. The land split open, and the souls of the warriors, ripped from their chests, rushed into the river of souls that flowed beneath the land, splintering it into 1,000 ley lines. The shockwave was felt in every part of Arana. Even the lives that were spared were changed forever. The stars shifted, and the Second Age began. All this was forgotten for centuries. The magic that was scattered on the Plain of Tears was fractured under the world, waiting with its unpredictable power. Until a young prince named Valdis followed powerful visions to the mountain fortress called Zaramoth's Horns. The dark wizards mastered the magic and granted Valdis access to the lost sword of Zaramoth, the very instrument that ended the First Age. In that instant, the Second Age fell under the sword's ominous shadow.
More worthless mercs! You're late! You're nearly at the front immediately! Check in with Morton Lieutenant Gerrand at the tower! Now get moving!
I've had a bad feeling about this ever since we left Amanlu. There's something... I don't trust these Morton.
Hold up your end, or else. Your next, maggot. Should have been you in there. You'd best watch your mouth, maggot. What are you standing around for? Check in with Morton Lieutenant Gerund at the tower. Get moving! Now! You lot are late. There's a few extra scraps in the barrels. Break them open by right-clicking them. Now get out of my face, maggot!
Watch your step out there. I hear the resistance forces are fiercely protective of that shrine Valdez is after. They say it's rough going against those dryads.
The battle is raging fiercely in there.
Mark, report to Morton Fighter Talk ahead for your combat lesson. Get moving now! Do you know which end of a blade is which, maggot? Let's see if you can destroy this training dummy with your dagger. Even a filthy mercenary like you should be able to figure that out. To attack, right-click your enemy or target. Got it? You'd better be able to handle a ranged weapon if you want to get paid, worm! Destroy this training dummy with your bow! Now! I can't believe they're letting you out on the battlefield! You'll be dryad fodder for sure! To equip a weapon, open your character's inventory window by double-clicking the character portrait and then left-click the inventory tab. Then, if you think you can manage that, you can drag an item from your inventory into the appropriate equipment slot. That should be simple enough for a merc to understand.
I can't imagine you worms have the wits to cast spells, but it'll be amusing to watch you try. Destroy this training dummy with your fire shot or your ice shot spell. Did they not even teach you the basics? Your spells are already equipped, maggot. Left-click a spell in the character panel on the left side of the screen to ready it for casting. Even a filthy merc like you should be able to understand that. Still listening, scum? If you manage to stay alive long enough to find a new spell, you'll need to put it in your spellbook before you can use it. The first 4 spells in your spellbook are your active spells, which show up on your character panel. Got it?
More mercs playing at war! You probably don't even understand how to gain experience in the 4 classes, do you, scum? You mercs won't survive the night, but you may make it till sundown if you pay attention. You'll only gain experience in the class by fighting with its associated weapon type. If you fight with a melee weapon, you will gain melee experience, and if you fight with a combat magic spell, you'll gain combat magic experience. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Before you proceed, choose a class and stick with it! If you switch weapon types too much, you'll become a weak jack of all trades, and then those cursed dryads will eat you for breakfast. Not that you wouldn't deserve it! Took you long enough, worm! The other mercs are at the front lines already! The Temple of the Coast must be taken by nightfall! Now get moving!
Wait. I have a bad feeling about this. My medallion feels heavy, as if it's trying to tell me not to move.
You aren't being paid to stand around! Get moving! Now! Those filthy dryads are summoning another shell! You mercs, get in there and destroy that thing!
Those must be the Bracken we learned about as children. Let's take them out!
I hear Valdis is hell-bent on seizing the shrine up the hill. It's gonna be a long and bloody day. Watch your step out there. I hear the Resistance forces are fiercely protective of that shrine Valdis is after.
These Bracken are as weak as Calrathian ale! We can kill them faster if we spread out! We should switch to rampage mode! These creatures remind me of our scuffles with the Tackler! Tough! If we focus our fire, they'll go down faster! Let's switch to mirror mode! These wooden creatures are weak to fire! Too bad I'm not a combat mage! Hey, that sword looks a lot like the weapons my father gave us when we were first learning to fight. You should pick it up.
I have that traitorous fiend in my sights. I could, but why does my heart stay my hand? Perhaps there is more at play here than I can tell for the moment. There's something about this one.
Did you see that elf? I recognized him. It was Amryn. I know that he is much talked about in Drudwin's tavern back home. He's rarely seen, but his deeds, real or imagined, are discussed there with enthusiasm. I would be interested in finding that out myself. These Kestrel are tough! Next time we see one, use my brutal attack power on it. That'll surprise them. You're turning into quite the warrior. Keep in mind, you should choose a class and stick with it if you want to approach my expertise.
Took you long enough, Worm! The temple is through the cave! Get moving, now!
Stop a moment. My medallion. I know how you feel about it, but I just can't shake this feeling that something is going to happen. The closer we get to the temple, the stronger I feel it. I look forward to that. But for now, I want you to take my medallion. Please, it's important to me. More than you know. Just promise that you won't ever let Voldus take it.
Get moving, worm! You mercs are late! Get to the temple now!
Congratulations, Voldus. We have completed our task. When can we expect our pay? Look out!